Ladies and gentlemen and all in between, it's that time of the year. I rarely make these videos anymore, honestly, so it's kind of accurate. Ladies and gentlemen and all in between and beyond, it is that time of a undefined period where Les needs to make a talking video because he has nothing else to possibly record and edit right now. Anyways, this is an opinion that I have been personally sitting on for basically years. Like, it's something that I kind of always thought and something that has stayed solid throughout the years, and I kind of wanted to talk about it now. And that opinion, and you'll probably notice from the title, is that Fortnite is possibly, not if it possibly, I think it is, Fortnite is the best multiplayer game that has ever graced this planet, and we'll get to that in a bit. Hey, hello, what's up, whatever, it's your new boy Les, and welcome to a new video. And if you're new, welcome to the channel. Now, I don't know the general consensus of this opinion, so I don't know how people are really gonna feel about it, but I strongly believe that Fortnite is a really good game and possibly the best one out of every other multiplayer game that we possibly have. And we'll get to that in a bit. Let me explain. I think there's really no other way to like beat around the bush about it. It's just, I think it's the best multiplayer game that has ever graced this planet, basically. And I think it'll be the best for a very long time with multiplayer gaming. Now, Fortnite Battle Royale came out in what, 2017 or 2018, and that was when people really started to get to know Fortnite. It was fun. It had the unique aspect of adding building, which has now become a very prominent part of Fortnite. Nostalgia might drive a lot of people to say like, hey, Fortnite was a super fun game, and you know, nostalgia this, nostalgia that, blah, 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 blah. Now, I was there in that time period. I was playing Fortnite, you know, back then. As of right now, however, I don't play Fortnite. I rarely do. I had like a little period last year, but that was pretty much it. So it's really interesting that I have the opinion that I have, but I rarely play the game, especially in recent years. And you may be right. Well, all things considered and all things that I've personally seen with Fortnite, I think it truly is the best out of everything that we currently have right now. Now, from 2018 to now 2025, this game has evolved massively. Arguably has been very influential in terms of how games were being made, popularizing the Battle Royale format for a bit of time. Like, yo, let's do a collab skin with this other game franchise or this movie franchise, and etc, etc. I guess overall what I'm trying to say is, first point is the influence. Fortnite has been very influential, not necessarily from the get-go, because obviously Save the World wasn't really being very influential, but the Battle Royale aspect was definitely very influential. After Fortnite was popular, Battle Royale started to come out. We had the COD version, we had Battle Right, we had other copies that I cannot remember for the life of me. Basically opened up this new field for game developers to kind of sink their hands into and for companies to make risks with. The Battle Royale format arguably got more popular because of Fortnite. Now, I don't know if this is true. I may be wrong about this point, but I think the Battle Pass system was also very influential. Like in 2025, in big 2025, you do not see a multiplayer game without Battle Pass or some form of the Battle Pass. There's always going to be seasons and new multiplayers, and those seasons are going to have 80 tiers of stuff that you can unlock, and you can buy the full version so you can unlock everything from every 80 tiers for a certain amount of money. Basically a battle pass system. It's in Siege, it's in Rocket League, it's in Overwatch. I've never played PUBG, but something's telling me PUBG. The list can go on. Another thing that Fortnite influenced was doing collaborations with other franchises. It's basically almost like every 2 weeks or something where you're hearing a new collab skin with Fortnite and this anime or this game. And we can definitely see that when they started to do that, other people started to get on top of that. Like Siege, for example. Like, I didn't hear about any collaborations with Rainbow Six Siege before, but then when I played with my friends just recently, I'm seeing the Trapper and some other characters that I've never seen. I think there's a Rick and Morty collaboration too. I could be wrong, but yeah, Fortnite has like a lot of collaborations at this point right now, and it's insane. Whether it's just an in-game item, a skin, an event surrounded by that collaboration, or all of those combined, it's definitely influenced, you know, gamers. And I guess it's somewhat good as well that like now people can look at games and be like, hey, we see games as a legitimate business practice now. Let's do a collaboration so we could bank off, you know, young kids or whoever hearing about our thing, whether it's a movie, a game, or a show. I know that Dead by Daylight, you know, started to do that as well. They did like the whole Attack on Titan thing, And Kaneki Ken recently came out as a killer, which I think is like insane. But other games started to, you know, do that where they collaborate with other franchises to make something. I know that the Five Nights at Freddy's and Dead by Daylight collaboration, that's coming. But I'd like to think that Fortnite popularized that. And maybe not necessarily popularized, but, you know, games started to take advantage of the fact that people are starting to look at games as a more serious, like, okay, we can make a risk with putting a skin in this video game, you know, which I think is healthy and is cool. Anyways, those are my points in terms of why I think that Fortnite is very influential in the space. Number 2, Fortnite has a lot of options. Now, what do I mean by this? Now, in big 2025, if you were like somebody who played like in 2018 to 2020 and then you dropped the game and now you want to hop back on it, you know, you try and get back on normal Fortnite, you're probably going to get clapped. And it's like, okay, damn, that sucks. Everyone is so good at building now. I don't want to play here. Then it's like, okay, cool. You could just go play no builds. You get sauced on no builds because you realize your aim is trash. It's like, oh, damn, okay, that's tough. But like, I don't want to be a little more casual. It's like, okay, you can go to creative. You get dusted on creative. Okay, cool. You can go play custom maps made with the, you know, UEFN. I think that's what it's called. The whole collaboration with Unity and integration thing that went on there. Similar to Roblox, Fortnite has that thing where there really is a game for you, even if it's not necessarily the core part of Fortnite, which is the Battle Royale currently. Even if you don't want to play anything in the Battle Royale section, there is the Save the World section, which I do want to get back into. And when I played it before, it was fun. And to be honest, people probably look at Fortnite as maybe like a Roblox copy, because Roblox, you know, you have all these different game modes that you could create, you know, which in a way it's valid, but I think Fortnite does it, but improves on so much compared to Roblox. Like, oh my God, I'm actually forgetting there's a whole rhythm game section as well. There's a whole racing game section, which is more of like a kart racer type thing. Like, there's so many things happening in Fortnite right now where it's like, if you don't like one thing, you'll definitely like this other thing. And if you're into one thing, you're definitely gonna find it in Fortnite. And I think the even cooler thing about it is that you don't necessarily need to download all of that just to be able to play, I don't know, Fortnite's version of Dress to Impress made by some dude, right? Because they made it where the downloads are basically split, which is pretty cool. Number 3, from a casual perspective, Fortnite always feels fresh. Like, compared to 2018, you can look at Fortnite 2025 and there's like an infinite more amount of mechanics than there was before. Movement, weapons, addition of cars, the nitros, the customizability of cars, all the items. It's almost like Fortnite is a completely different game when we compare it back to 2018. And that's one of the things that keeps Fortnite going, is because of the new mechanics that keep coming out, the new items that keep coming out, and the special things that they do. Sometimes the events around that, the constant map changes, like the NPCs that you can hire and talk to and whatever, vending machines. Like, there is so much going on in Fortnite, and there continues to be additions to the game and changes to the game to keep it fresh in almost like every aspect. And that's the reason why people keep, you know, at the very least coming back on a seasonal basis. Like, not even that, but even just the movement mechanics, redoing of the animations, the skins. They look so good and different every single time, but they're constantly pumping out skins. We did the battle pass system, I think. Like, I think that this is just the undeniable one, in my honest opinion. Reason number 4, if I'm counting correctly, is how they are able to keep up with the times. This is the more cringe part of it, but they constantly like pump out like TikTok dance emotes and whatever. And I could not have thought of a better way to be able to keep up the times than to do that. I don't know what they got going on there in that section, but you're always going to hear a TikTok song with the associated TikTok dance. Like, you know, the pre-game lobby when you're just on the island and you're chilling, it's cancer, but honestly, I cannot see a better way that they're able to, you know, effectively keep up with the times than to do that, you know what I mean? And from an OG that kind of comes back to that, it's really funny, honestly. And on top of the emotes, the skin collabs, you know, the Invincible skin collaboration. Invincible's a big show right now, so coming out with the duplicate skin as of recently, pretty good, because, you know, Invincible new season is out and I think it's finished, so it was good timing and it makes sense. But you know, they continue to do stuff like that, which is why they're on top of the game right now. It's still pretty popular. Number 5, which is possibly the most important thing, from a casual perspective, this game is fun. I don't know if Fortnite ever tried to really hard commit to being very competitive, but from a casual perspective, this game is perfect and great. There's so many bullshit items and so much stupid stuff and so many variables and important factors to worry about from this game, and the fact that most of the casual player base doesn't really, you know, try and min-max it is really fun. Now, there are going to be times where this game doesn't feel fun because you're on the other side of it, you know, and after all, it's a battle royale. You'd probably lose quite a bit in a battle royale, but overall, it all manages to still be fun, and that's partially because there's a mode for everyone. You don't want to build, then go no builds. Everyone's on equal footing. Also, the very controversial thing is the addition of the bots. Now, the bots are there not because, you know, they can't get servers full or whatever. That's not why. People think that's why bots are in the game. It's because people don't play Fortnite anymore, and that couldn't be farther from the truth. The reason why the bots are there are to keep you playing the game. Let's say you're like on a really bad losing streak, like you've died off spawn 3 times, and let's say you go, you know, land at a less popular place and you get 3 kills off the bat. You're gonna feel good about that, probably to the point where if you did at the end of the day die to a real player, you probably think like, yeah, let me go again. The important thing about it being fun, and probably the hardest to accomplish, because the thing is you could do everything that Fortnite's doing, but it still couldn't be fun. I think that's something that's a very important takeaway, is that you could be doing everything that Fortnite is doing, but your execution could be so bad and that, you know, it's just not on the same level. But I think overall that's all I got to say about Fortnite, and that's the conclusion of the Fortnite glaze. So if you have enjoyed this video, then please do leave a like. That would be greatly appreciated if you do want to, of course. And also, if you can check out my videos or pop streams or whatever the case may be, then please do subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated if you do want to, of course. In my eyes, I don't know how they keep doing it, but overall, I cannot see us getting a better multiplayer, honestly. I mean, if you were to get a better multiplayer, then it truly have to be a multiplayer for gamers. I do have a Twitter and I do have an Instagram. I do have a goal of trying to ratio mysteries over there on Twitter, and in order to do that, I'm gonna need more followers over there, and in order to get more followers over there, I'm gonna need more followers over here, so you know exactly what to do. And I do have a Discord link in description. Go talk there, please. What do you think about my statements and what I said pertaining to Fortnite being good and goated? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think my opinions are invalid because I haven't played the game nearly enough as of recently to be able to give this opinion? Do you play competitive or do you play casually? Do you think the game sucks? Do you think the game's good? Anything you possibly have to say, you can drop a comment down below and I'll probably acknowledge it. And you know what it is, guys. Peace.